What's going on, everybody? My name is Doug. For those of you that do not know, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. I'm very happy that you guys decided to stop by today. And just a little update on why I haven't really posted a whole lot this week. For the last 3 or 4 days, more or less, it has been consistently about 110 degrees Fahrenheit here in Rio. That's about 43 degrees Celsius. Recording in this room, no AC, I will feel physically sick if I try to make a video. I've been taking advantage of the fact that I haven't been recording to try and make some beats, and those should be getting posted on the channel sometime soon. And I would really appreciate it if you would go and check out some of the other beats that I already have posted on the channel as well. That would be really cool. So now that you guys know more or less where I've been and why I'm kind of late listening to this song, let's get into it. The Weeknd dropped first of all, his album title and the cover, After Hours, and he also decided to release the title track. Thoughts on the album cover? It gives me like classic horror movies vibe. He's got blood in his mouth. He's looking at like his head is tilted up and he's looking down at us with a really like crazy psycho look on his face. I think it's cool. You know, it fits his kind of like dark and creepy, eerie aesthetic a little bit. After Hours makes sense. He does make that like late night music a lot of the time, so you know, I think it's all very fitting. And I'm basically just here to show you guys my first listen to the title track and give you guys some thoughts on it. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's just get to it. Thought I almost died in my dream again. It's crazy atmospheric right now. So just to comment on a few of the things that I'm hearing now, I've been watching a lot of Simon Servita videos lately, and so I would be remiss if I didn't point out the little ambient sound effects that are going on in the very beginning of the track so that the track doesn't sound very empty. I know that's a thing that Simon loves to do. He advocates for that a lot. Really digging this kick right now. It's extremely punchy, not a whole lot of low end to it. Very heavy in the mids. I think that the tons and tons of reverb on his vocals create a whole lot of space in the in the track. And I was going to say that it's very atmospheric, it's very ambient, it's got a whole lot of mood setting going on right now. It's creating a tone, it's setting a tone for the rest of the track. That really reverberant little guitar plucking in the background is doing the same thing. And I would believe that that has been panned. I'm listening to it in mono right now coming off my speaker, but I'm sure that with headphones on that might be panned to one side a little bit. That's definitely something that I would do. And right now it's just been a really slow build up into what I can only assume is going to be a fantastic drop. I'm really enjoying this so far. So those are just some thoughts. Oh, and the synth bass is great too. The little arpeggiation, just leading towards the drop, creating tension. He's singing his heart out, man. First of all, that growling synth bass is absolutely what I needed. I love the fact that that just dropped. But I was not expecting a 4 on the floor drum pattern, dude. That's really unexpected. I was expecting this to be double timed with a snare hitting on the 3 and have a trap beat, but this is a very pleasant surprise. It's more energetic and it still has a dark The Weeknd tone, but it also kind of makes you want to move a little bit. You know, it's a little bit faster. It's like Starboy in a way. It's got like a poppier drum pattern instead of the dark trap drum pattern that I was kind of expecting, to be honest. And so I think that that feeling of surprise only made this better for my first experience with it. I think that this was great. Honestly, I think that his performance is, I don't want to overhype it. It's not like it's his best performance ever, but I think it's extremely fitting. I think it's great that he is in this ridiculously soft falsetto in stark contrast with the growling synth bass and that dark, plucked guitar. It's such an interesting combination. It's very The Weeknd-ish. I love that he has that sound. You know, he really has his own take on this sound. I think that this is really fun to listen to right now. That's on my playlist. The lyrics are heart-wrenching, man.
I know it's all my fault.
So I think it's really interesting that for this bridge, they removed a lot of that reverb from his voice, and he is singing a few, well, not a few, just one octave lower. Bringing his voice an octave lower and removing some of that reverb really creates a more intimate sounding performance. You know, his voice sounds a whole lot more close, a lot more personal right now for this little drop right here, for this little bridge. It's really, really cool.
Put down your guard. I know this house is not a home.
This is fantastic. And it's catchy. That's fantastic, dude. That's probably my favorite single so far that he's dropped for this project. He's dropped 3, right? After Hours, Blinding Lights, and I forget the name of the last one. Heartbroken? Is that it? Heartless. That's what it is. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite so far. That's a fantastic track. I love the way that they drop out all the instruments. Like I said, take away the reverb, create a more intimate mood and tone for the ending of the track, where he's like crooning and singing us out, you know, of the song, playing us out, but there's no instruments playing, it's just him singing. So it's not that there's no instruments, there are a few little keys, a few subtle melodies going on, but for the most part the focus is really on his voice. I think that the hook, like the chorus, is really catchy. It's going to be super fun to learn the lyrics. I can imagine entire crowds of people screaming out these lyrics at his concerts. This is going to be a very fun song to watch him perform live. The lyrics are expected from The Weeknd, apologizing for breaking someone's heart, promising not to do it again, kind of begging for another chance, asking this person where they were when he needed them the most. And typical, his best music comes when he's hurt. So I saw Miami tweeting the other day, thanking whoever it was that broke his heart, because The Weeknd makes his best music in these moments. So, you know, I think, I don't know, it's sad when you see one of your favorite artists making their best content when they're hurt, because you don't want them to be hurt, but you want great music from them anyways. So I'm not going to give too much of an opinion on that. I want Abel to be healthy. I saw a post today on Reddit saying that Abel has an off and on relationship with drugs because sometimes he gets writer's block and he turns to them to kind of help his creative flow a little bit. And, you know, with the string of artists that have been passing away tragically recently, I really just hope that if he is feeling hurt and he is turning to these substances to cope, that he stays safe. You know, I would hate to see something terrible and tragic happen to him, but that's personal. You know, in terms of the song, I think it's great. I really enjoyed it. Can't wait to listen to it again. It's on my playlist. I'm going to have it in constant rotation. And yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comment section. Definitely very excited for his project. Can't wait to see, you know, what he comes with. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. You know how to support the channel. I'm going to leave that up to you. Support however you see fit. And yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. I'll be back in another video very soon. Until then, stay safe, and as always, peace out, guys.